We're back. Season 18, episode 1, Left of Center podcast, the Midwest's most dangerous. It's called Lock Pod. You're a fan. We love you. Thanks for coming back.
Here we are.
That's my new opening.
That was just massive.
You're a fan.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not a fan. I'm listening because I hate you guys.
Right.
We're listening to make sure we see what Mayor Tom says.
Yeah.
And listen.
Welcome back.
And hear. Welcome back. Season 18.
Kevin had his birthday just a couple days ago, so happy belated.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Thank you. Thank you. That
I
was
got him
Sunday.
a hoodie, John. The Grateful
nice.
Dead hoodie.
Loved it. Wore it yesterday, actually. It was nice.
One of those fancy Dead hoodies.
It was cool. And John, it was it was like kind of testament to one of your favorite Dead songs, Fire on the Mountain.
Ooh.
I love Fire on the Mountain.
That was nice.
Every
Thank you.
time Fire on the Mountain plays in a concert, everybody usually starts smoking.
Everyone's ready.
The only thing is, like, now that Tom said he got you a gift, now I feel obliged.
No.
Yeah, dude, you didn't get him something?
Do not.
No, I get him. I do. It's just not here yet. It's not here yet.
It's okay.
Dude.
You don't have to give me anything. I don't expect anything. It's like maybe just a long-standing tradition with Tom and I. That's more like it. Kind of with Steve and I would.
Oh, I gave John presents too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
nice of you.
I got John same thing basically.
Yeah.
I got you guys both really cool Grateful Dead hoodies.
Thank you.
That's
Very
my thing.
cool.
We enjoy those.
Those
I
fancy
enjoy
ones, like Section 119. They're super cool.
Every Dead thing you get me, I appreciate.
That one is it's on the back of it because I know Kevin likes to hike also, and it's got a dude hiking like a Grateful Dead looking dude, and it said spent a little time on the mountain.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's cool.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
welcome back everybody. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
it's
back.
really nice to be back. I mean, there's one empty seat though.
Yeah.
Let me cut to that cam.
We used to be called the Lindsey Cam.
Where's the notorious
Lindsey.
LMP?
It's a box of stuff.
Notorious LMP is laying in a hospital bed right now. She gave birth to my second grandson
Wow,
yesterday.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
728.
Wow.
Ezra Bear Porosco. Ezra Bear Porosco
Look at that cute picture.
was born at 728. That's his hand right there.
The only one we're allowed to show.
Yeah, yeah. Lindsay knows we have
We're in a
millions
new
of-
world.
We have millions of followers. She doesn't want her kid's face blasted all over the internet from our fans. So you
But
could
that is a
you could
really
blast
cute
his
photo.
fingernails across the internet.
That's
'cause
right.
That's all you're getting.
That is cute.
I don't even know what he looks like yet. I'll be honest. No, I went
you
yesterday.
visited.
Yeah, I went yesterday. I went first
I
thing.
saw a couple
dude.
pixies. Very cute.
He is very cute, but it is the thing, man. Like with the younger generation, they don't want their little kids' face blasted. I see it not just from my kids. I see it from other
Yeah.
young people
it's
that
a
are
thing
having
now.
kids. They like blur the babies. I don't understand it. I'm
it's-
too old. What's
they'll
going
have
on,
to
John?
explain it to
John's
me.
the youngest person in here.
Well, we're living in the world of Palantir. You know, they're building
Mm-hmm.
databases on everyone. So
So,
So
kind of
what could they do with
give the
little baby
child the
face?
time to decide when he wants to go on the internet.
thank you. Yes,
Oh.
exactly.
Like they're gonna like slap a little baby face on like my body or something.
They're going to have his face forever, like in their
Okay.
database until
So
he,
anyway.
So if he wants to like not get on the internet someday, maybe that's why.
Ezra Bear is not going to be exploited because
No.
we're not going to let that happen.
Lindsay and Brian, no way would they. By the way, congrats to both of them. That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, like he is gorgeous. Everything's great.
Congrats.
Yeah. So
Grandpa times 2.
Yep, I'm officially in the club.
You were and now you are.
Yeah, I mean, when you have one, you're just sort of in the club. I am like hardcore in the club now, and now I'm eyeballing Tommy and Maureen, who are getting married in a
Or
few.
maybe
and
Chase
like,
and Eileen will have another one.
I don't know. I think Tommy and Maureen are next.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe Chase and Eileen.
Who knows?
Yeah, you know.
It's the excitement of being a grandpa.
Yeah, so super cool. Community hospital. Thank you very much for taking in my daughter and making sure everything was safe yesterday.
So she works there and then also had the
She
baby
works at
there.
the stroke unit though in
Got
Crown
it.
Point. So I don't know how many of the nurses in Munster she knows, but she was in Munster yesterday.
That's
so.
awesome. And she's doing well.
Yeah, she's gonna be in
Recovery.
there for a couple days. So, but Lindsay's doing well. I've never seen my daughter that pale. By the way, I got in so I walk in and like she looked like her sheet. I was like,
Wow.
holy crap, babe! Like I was in there probably an hour or so after, and it was a little freaky. Like it's obviously takes a toll on your body. So
Yeah.
yeah, but she's doing well. I'm sure she feels a lot better today. You know, Marissa brought her some food last night from Tzatzikis. Lindsay loves
One
her
of her
Greek
faves.
food. So, but yeah, really cool, man.
We
Great
miss you,
day.
Linz, but congrats.
And
Very
then I
exciting.
was trying to figure out Ezra. I'm trying to figure out a Star Wars angle to it.
There's
Trying
got
to
to be,
figure it
right?
out. There is,
There's
but
gotta
she
be.
denies that it had anything. I mean, in her defense, it's her son.
Yeah.
But I'm skeptical. there's a guy in Star Wars Rebels. I don't even know.
Like the animated.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, and there's a guy named Ezra.
Oh.
He's a good-looking, dashing young man.
Oh.
And I find it hard to believe that Lindsay and Brian
They are big.
don't watch Star Wars cartoon thing.
Yes.
I find it hard to believe. But
I would
hey,
think they would.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll leave it up to her.
Yeah, Ezra Bear. That's a cool friggin' name.
Very cute middle name, too.
EBP.
EBP.
Uh-huh. Sounds like a hospital instrument.
Maybe
Yeah.
she was going for that. I'm going to say no. Lindsay would just be rolling her eyes right now if she
No,
was here.
so yeah, obviously Linz isn't going to be with us this season, but I'm hoping she'll return.
We told her, bring the baby in.
Bring
Let's
the baby.
go.
I know,
Bring
right?
Ezra.
I don't
He's
know.
just
I
going to
don't
sleep.
understand. Yeah.
Put him right here in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
It'll help our viewership.
So anyway, yeah, it's good to be back though. We missed you guys. A lot of stuff was happening when we were gone.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is still going to happen between now and next week. A lot of stuff.
With election day coming next Tuesday,
Yeah.
we've got some really good guests Friday. We're going to have Jason Gore, who's running for sheriff here in Lake County.
Scott
We're going to have
Miller.
Scott Miller, who's running for First District County Council here in Lake County. So,
and and Dave Ham may be making an appearance. I'm not sure if he is or not.
yeah, maybe Dave Ham, the outgoing First District councilman who
Right.
retired, maybe come in with those fellas. And it's going to be a good show on Friday. And by the way, you want to talk about like the exciting part of Friday? Like what's going to happen to our show? Like how we're going to bigger...
God, this is really cool.
Yeah.
So I was on WJOB about a week ago, and Jed and I got to talking after, and because we were trying to schedule Gore to go on JOB, and on one of the days I was like, oh, he can't do it because Jim wanted him to go on that Friday. And I was like, Jim, he can't go on that Friday. He's on my show that Friday. And Jim's like, huh. And I was like, what? And he's like,
Mine's starting. The wheels are turning.
He goes, would you ever be interested in what do they call it? Syndicating?
Simulcast.
Simulcasting Lockpod and WJOB at the same time.
Syndicate implies we're getting paid. I'm just going to say it's called it's simulcasting.
Maybe one day. But like simulcasting the live between WJOB and Lockpod. And I was like, that's a great idea. And he said, there's one problem. I said, what? He said, you're going to have to not cuss that whole time. I'm like, I can handle myself, Jim.
That was my first text to you. I was like, so what are we going to be doing about the swearing? And Tom's like, yeah, we can't swear. And I was like, okay.
We can't. You two have to watch it.
Also in parentheses, Tom speaking to himself.
Yeah. You two got to watch your mouth during that segment. I don't want Jim to get fined.
Yeah, that'd be our next
Jim's
story.
got a lot of faith in us, right?
Lockpod somehow gets WJOB fined.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get fined. Like,
No, right.
This is a podcast. I can say the F word all I want, you know? So, yeah, that's going to be really cool. So we're going to simulcast the
really
two shows
exciting
with our guests and Didalo, and it's going to be, I don't think anything like that's ever happened. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I know nothing on our end's ever happened like that.
Yeah, cool of Jed to offer that.
Yeah.
And really cool of John to work on the technical end. I know he's been working on it. So, John, it's like, this is exciting. When the switch goes on, we'll be on AM radio,
it's
terrestrial radio.
8:05 a.m. on WGOB.
Uh-huh.
That's
Friday.
when they're going to start simulcasting.
That's Central Time. So on Friday's show, if you're Eastern, it's 9:05.
If you're just driving in your car and you can't listen to the, on Facebook
Lockpod.
Somehow, you can turn on AM 1230. And you'll be
That
able
is
to
so
listen to
cool.
it. Yeah, really cool.
I know. So it's basically just like any Zoom guest that comes in, right?
Right.
It's just Zoom WJOB.
But we're going out instead of them
That's
coming in,
true.
which is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So listen Friday.
But I just want the detail here. We start at 7:30.
Correct.
Right,
Oh,
right
yeah,
here
yeah,
on
yeah.
Lockpod.
Yeah, regular Lockpod.
WJ is going to pick us up at 8:05.
You'll have all the swearing you want between
I'm gonna let it out.
7:30 and 8 o'clock.
The first 35 minutes, I'm going to
all
town.
F-bombs by Tom.
Dude, I got to get it out, man. I can't go a show
And then
without
he's going to have to switch to
then like church
very
going Tom.
official.
Like Tom in front of kids. I don't cuss in front of kids.
I know
it's
you
a
don't.
magical ability I have.
Although I was at a meeting recently and you were like, oh, sorry, kids.
But that was a campaign meeting. Whatever. The kids, this is good for them to hear that in a campaign meeting. You're supposed to cuss in campaign meetings.
I mean, sure. Yeah, you do. I mean,
the campaigns I read.
you're fired up.
Yeah. That's my job is to fire the team up.
Fire them up. You were
right?
firing everybody up.
I hope so.
Well, we got, by the way, it's Tuesday, so we're going to have Straight Talk with Corinne.
Yay.
She's going to come on right after our ads in about 5-10 minutes, so stay tuned. Corinne will be on. And, we did take we got a little getaway. We did a little getaway over our last
Went to Tampa.
break.
It was nice. We did a trip to Tampa. Kevin actually noticed a quirk in the schedules. The gods came together and aligned in Tampa, where one of my best friends from the Navy, Greg Poulos, happens to have a condo on the Gulf of America or Mexico,
Gulf of Mexico,
depending on your persuasion, right? But I call it Gulf of Mexico. Who am I, though? That's the way. But so Greg, my buddy from the Navy, is there. The Cubs were visiting the Rays.
Mm-hmm. Ethan's there.
Ethan is there,
My oldest son.
and Billy Strings happened to be coming
about
through.
that?
Everything is aligning at the perfect time. So
Yes.
Kevin's like, hey, I'm going to see Ethan. Cubs are playing, and Billy Strings in
Greg's
town.
down there.
I'm like, Greg's down there. So we did an excursion. Vesmar didn't go on. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Vesmar drove down.
That's right. Vesmar decided to do the long route.
Vesmar decides he's going to drive down, and, so that was great, right, John?
Fun. It was great. Yeah, it was a great road trip and awesome time. Yeah.
Just like chilling, just getting away.
Here we are at the Cubs game.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that photo up, John?
I'm throwing it up right now.
Okay, got it. Here we are with.
I didn't go to the Cubs game, but I heard there was quite an incident.
You're not like a huge baseball fan, though, right, John?
Not a huge baseball fan.
You've gone to Cubs games with me before.
Yeah, I like.
But like you were just chilling that
games.
day, right? Because like one thing I know about Jay Vez, when he gets on vacation,
he's chilling.
You're like, and you're a man of. You're just like, nope, you guys go ahead. I'm just gonna do this, which is cool, dude. That's how I roll too, man.
I don't want to like go on hikes all day like you guys.
John's more like, I'm gonna be at the beach.
No, I'm gonna drink pina coladas.
We went to Arizona. Was it your 50th?
Yeah.
And like the whole group was like, all right, let's get up at 5 a.m. We're going to hike this mountain.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck off, dude. What are you talking about? I'm
That
going
was
to
when
the spa.
John rolled over.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So here's a photo of us. There's Greg. Of course, Greg's been on the show before. Ethan, me, Tom at the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's another photo here of Greg and Tom at this famous. It's called the world's biggest.
Cool.
The world's biggest sports bar, Ferg's. If you've ever been to St. Pete, it's right
that place
across from
was
the
really
Trop.
cool.
Really cool.
I was sporting my Dansby, even though at the time he was batting like $130.
I think maybe when you started wearing it, he started actually having a good.
He's playing better now.
And here's a great photo. This is a good story here. So
that's my old neighbors.
Yes,
the
Becks. Olivia used to babysit Ethan, and the Becks used to live 2 doors down, or actually next door, I think, or 2 doors down from Tom.
And next door. I used to drive Olivia to school every day for a long time, and they live in Tampa now.
And they reached out. Olivia actually reached out to Ethan just randomly and was like, "Hey, when's your dad coming down?" And Ethan was like, "Next week with Mayor Tom." And then we got to sit with them, and so we're sitting here in this row, and all of a sudden. The Becks are like, "Hey, Tom, it's so good to see you. Tell us what's going on with the Bears." And, Tom starts talking a little bit about the Bears and this and that. And out of nowhere, the people directly in front of it, in fact, you could see his Cubs hat right there. That group of people turn around and they're like, "Hey, how do you know so much about the Bears?" Like, "Oh, Mayor, we're from Griffith." And some dude down the road goes, "I went to Gavitt."
And
like,
then
what is going on
the lady
here?
in front of us taught in the Hammond schools.
Yes.
She didn't live in Hammond. It was so crazy. So, like, everybody recognized me. And we're all in Tampa. And we're all talking about the Bears. And I felt like a total celebrity at that point. But the Becks, good people, man.
Really
they
good.
were my
And
neighbors.
so fun to see them. And they happened, listen, not only were they at the game they were in our same section.
Right.
Like,
same
what's the
section,
chance of
same
that?
game.
Like,
By the
8
way,
rows up.
Olivia's smart. And I think she listens to Lockpot. She might be listening now because Olivia is, she's been real close to Kevin and I for a long time. And Olivia knew I would be in town just by the fact that the Cubs were there and Billy Strings was there. She's like, I had a feeling you were coming.
But just getting the same section, that was crazy.
And Olivia works at the Tampa
She
Bay
works
Lightning.
at the Trop. At the Tropic, or no, at the, you're right, at the arena where the Lightning play. You're right, not where the Billy Strings
and she works for the Lightning because Olivia, they're all huge hockey fans.
Yes,
so.
huge Lightning fans.
Yep.
And we got to see her there when we went to the Billy Strings concert. So what else we got?
By the way,
John?
the weather sucked.
Yeah,
the whole time, right?
Low 60s.
Right? It was just like
rained one day.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I still got out. I went running. I went to the beach a couple times. Right.
Yep.
Jay Vez was chilling. I know that the whole time.
The day you were at the Cubs game, I was on the beach and it was so windy.
Yes.
It was.
Whoa, Corinne's got her. Yeah, mute that.
Making an entrance,
Corinne's
like it.
in the house.
Yeah. Hey, why don't we go ahead and do some ads? Oh, hold it. We wanted to play one clip.
Oh yeah, play the clip
of the famous Billy Strings. He opened the show with this. It's one of my favorite songs.
And this was at the.
This is one of Marissa's favorite songs for sure.
I forget what it's called now, Benchmark Arena or something like that, or
yeah, that's where the Lightning play.
All right, yeah.
Here it is.
when he had both his legs in not one in a cast.
So the crazy thing about this is, I'm seeing Billy at this event. Kevin and I'm not sure if Vez had tickets for Fishers or not, but there was a huge group of region people going to Fishers for a sold-out weekend. Billy's playing 3 shows there, right?
Birthday weekend. It was all
Kevin's birthday weekend. Everybody's got hotel rooms. Yep. We're like getting ready. I talked to the mayor of Fishers. Like everything's lined up. Freaking Billy Strings also rides a skateboard a lot.
And he's a good skateboarder.
Not that day.
Not that day.
Yeah, he broke his freaking leg.
In Charlottesville.
Dude. Broke his leg, out for the freaking season, basically. Well, I mean, talking baseball-wise.
Yeah.
He's out for the tour.
Weeks.
Yeah. Although I hear July 4th he's playing with Willie Nelson.
In Austin, yeah.
In Austin.
With Wilco, too. So Anyway.
All right. Hey,
Let's do some ads.
We got Corinne in the waiting
talk.
room. Let's do some straight talk. Gonna start off with some ads, and when we come back, we're gonna have Corinne Straight, our Tuesday guest for the season 18.
I like to call her correspondent now.
Our Tuesday correspondent for season 18. She's back. So let's start off with some Powering Indiana Lake County, our premier and studio sponsor still. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Powering Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Calumet Brewing, this Bud's for you. For over 150 years, Budweiser has been farmed, brewed, bottled, and enjoyed across America. Thanks to hardworking Americans and the highest quality American farmed ingredients, we're not just made in America, we're made of America. Budweiser is also the official beer of the Chicago Cubs and will be celebrating alongside their 150th anniversary this season. Go Cubs, go. Enjoy beers and cheers to 150 years responsibly.
I love that ad.
It's fun, right?
Yeah. Prestmer Insurance Agency. For decades, the Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Prestmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and more. The Prestmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you. Hablamos Español.
Shout out to Abdul Shabazz in chat.
Nice. What's up, Abdul?
He wants you back for
on
Bears update and some latest news in the region.
Let's get it going. Yeah.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their amazing food truck, they can cater your corporate and private events off-site, just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Including our studio sponsor, Powering Indiana Lake County.
As everybody's been looking forward to this all break, we're going to go for the fastest 10 minutes of your week.
It's podcast history.
Fastest 10 minutes. It's Straight Talk with Corinne. Welcome back to Season 18, Corinne.
Hey, I'm so excited to be back. Season 18, guys, we can vote. This is the show.
We can vote and we can get drafted.
We can get drafted. There's no concern about that happening right now, right? It's like
never happen.
From our
no
minds.
Kidding, right?
No.
I've been burning to ask you a question since we left. Okay, because there's a lot going on right now, and I really respect your opinion a lot, Corinne.
Well, thank you, Mayor Tom. I respect yours as well.
Thank you. I count you as one of my progressive translators for me. Okay, so like I see a race right now that's interesting to me, and it's the race for Attorney General with Bo Bai, obviously with the family legacy, and with Blythe Potter, who's a young progressive candidate, first time running for office, and she and him are both on fire. It seems like he's more establishment candidate, she's more progressive. And what's your opinion on this, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I will disclose that I do know Blythe personally. We're not, like besties by any stretch, but we've been social media friends for a long time. I've had the chance to meet her a couple of times long before she declared her candidacy for Secretary of State. What I find really interesting about this race is it is a stark contrast between a grassroots, community organized kind of effort and a very, like you said, very polished establishment candidate coming in at just the right time. And I do find a lot of the criticisms of Blythe in particular to be unfair, because she's living in the community. She has run for office before. She is very active on social media. And this is not a criticism of either one of their career trajectories. They both have served the United States in the military. Much respect to that. But Bo is definitely, there's a legacy there, and it is very clear that someone, whether it was him directly or someone, has been preparing for this legacy for quite some time. So he kind of gets to be slid in very cleanly without this track record of community organizing, social media activity, comments, things like that. So I do find that very interesting. I also find it really gross how many people are talking about Bo Bai's appearance. That just grosses me out. I don't think we would accept that if it was a woman. I was reading a Politico article where Bo Bai is described as so beautiful he could be AI.
Wow.
And I'm like,
yeah, that was Adam Wren wrote that for Politico. Yeah.
That was gross. And speaking of that Politico piece, Bo Bai gets a bunch of gorgeous pictures. Adam Wren says he meets him to go for a run with him and writes this gigantic article. Blythe Potter's name is mentioned one time in one sentence, and that's it. I do, and this is not to say that I really have a preference over either candidate, because here's the thing about Secretary of State. A lot of the progressive socialist labels are being placed kind of where I don't think they necessarily belong. The Secretary of State is not setting economic policy. They are not working on any kind of, quote, socialist push policies that we would see someone, that we see someone like a Mayor Mamdani in New York doing. He obviously has much more power. He is pushing for more social programs like public transportation, childcare, things like that. That's not what the Secretary of State is going to do. And I really hope, because what the people of Indiana deserve, honestly, is they deserve a Secretary of State who is going to preserve election integrity. And that does not mean what the Trump administration wants it to mean. That means not sending our voting data to the Trump administration. That means not demonizing immigrants and non-citizens, because it is literally a non-issue. The last audit, when Diego Morales proudly sent our voting information to the Trump administration, they found 165 non-citizens who were registered to vote. There are 4.8 million registered voters in Indiana. That is 0.003%. It is a non-factor. And to use information like that to not only demonize our immigrants, but to call into question every single precinct and voting volunteer, because 98% of the people who run our elections every time are volunteers, to demonize those people and to call their character into question, I think is highly irresponsible. So whatever comes out of this contest between Bo and Blythe, I really hope it is a united counter effort to Diego Morales, who not only compromises our voting data, but who compromises the integrity of his entire office. And he has been called out several times for very sketchy, fraudulent financial activity in his office.
The thing about the conventions is they're unpredictable, quite frankly. I mean, Diego winning the convention wasn't supposed to happen.
Ousted a sitting Secretary of State.
Right. And then the governor had his own nominee for lieutenant governor that didn't succeed at the convention.
And
so
now he's got Micah Beckwith, who we're
I think
talk about.
A lot of people that are looking at the Blythe-Bo race see Bo, his gorgeous looks, his great press, his huge campaign coffer, and they just assume that this is going to be a blowout. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, because it seems to me like Blythe isn't going away. She's also raising a good amount of money, and she's energized. It seems like this is going to be a very interesting race to me.
It's going to be interesting. I think one of the things you said that interested me is that Diego, who is an immigrant, is demonizing immigrants in this.
100%.
Like it's like
he
whoa,
very proudly
okay,
does. Yeah.
Yes,
and he is held up kind of. I think it's quite insulting. Honestly, I wish he had a little more self-awareness or a little more cultural awareness to understand that he is being kind of tokenized in that way by the Republican Party. It's really, really gross. It's really gross.
Why don't we pivot over to our next part of your segment, right? You've got some very exciting. Speaking of, really, really gross, you wanted to talk about something that's going on.
Micah Beckwith, the grossest of the gross.
Devils in Westfield is what I hear.
Oh my God, you guys. I know. When I talked to Kevin last night, I was like, Kevin, we got to be aware. Like Satan has come to Westfield.
Yeah.
It's taking our children. And we got to fight back.
Okay.
So here's what we got going on here.
Westfield's such a nice town.
Yeah,
it really
I'm
is. Shocked. Everyone is shocked by this. So, in the same week, Micah Beckwith publicly, proudly insulted both the students at Valparaiso High School and Westfield High School.
He
followed up. What? Sorry.
The band students.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was banned. Okay.
Yeah, it was banned. So the Westfield incident is the Westfield Indoor Percussion Group. And I am an indoor percussion parent and a marching band parent. I've always called indoor percussion as like a marching band back from the dead, because as soon as marching band season ends in November, the percussion, because if you're a percussionist, concert band sucks. Let me tell you, I have sat through, I can't even tell you how many hours of concerts where my kid plays 9 notes on a goddamn triangle, and that's it, right? So if you're a percussionist, concert band
cowbell.
or cowbell, or a big bass drum boom at the end, sometimes they get a cool gong, and that's it. So if you're a percussionist, concert band sucks. So indoor percussion is kind of the response to that, to give percussionists something to do, because they're a wily bunch. So indoor percussion is really just what you think. It is pretty much marching band inside in a gym. We take it from the football field, we go into the gym.
Okay.
Westfield Indoor Percussion went to state finals at the end of March. They posted a hype reel, this kind of intercuts of a bunch of pictures with a nice music behind it. It was just a fun send-off.
Cool.
They are playing music from the opera Carmen, which is, first performed in 1875. It's
pretty
one of the most famous operas of all time. And their costumes are red and black, and they have like a black smoky eye makeup going on with the costumes.
Very devilish.
Costumes, yes, very devilish.
Yeah.
The costumes and the artistry is a huge part of indoor percussion, kind of like it is with marching band, but even more so because you're closer to the students. You're not out on a big field. You're closer to them. My kids Elkhart High School won the indoor percussion state championship a few years ago, and they performed a show where they were undead and they had kind of zombie eyes on. So there is an artistry part that is really important to this. Well, Beckwith took the opportunity. He saw that reel. He shared it. He said it was a middle finger to Christian conservatives. And he told parents, take your kids out of public schools, use the vouchers, send them to private schools because their lives depend upon it. He then went on WOWO with Caleb Blakesley, where he completely fabricated the plot of the opera Carmen. And this is why I think this is so important to talk about, because there is a direct line between the kind of misogyny that comes out of the mouth of Micah Beckwith, Donald Trump, Pete Hegseth, Mike Johnson. There is a direct line between that language and violence against women. And I want to tell you that if you know the opera Carmen, you know that it ends with a crazy, jealous man stabbing Carmen to death, okay? That's how the opera ends. In Micah Beckwith's mind, in a poisoned mind that is poisoned with misogyny, I have no problem saying this publicly, he took that opera and he said, Carmen is a witch. She seduces this man away from his children and away from his wife. And she was sent there by Satan to seduce him. That is the only thing he says about the opera in this interview.
And I think he went off on the mayor, right? He's called him like a weak man or the
weak man. The superintendent's a weak man. He said, I am tired of these weak men leading. We need strong men like myself in there who are going to lead this
Don't
children.
let Carmen into Hammond, Tom.
Don't let Carmen in. And so it's really, really sick to me that somebody like Micah, who after he says that, Kayla Blakesley responds and says, "Oh my gosh, Micah, look at you. You have really done your research." And I am screaming at the computer that, like, you could go to people all over the world and they could tell you the plot of the opera Carmen. The fact that Micah is going to lie about what it is, and he is going to see a situation where a jealous man murders a woman and he makes it the woman's fault is insane. And just for clarification, the man that Carmen falls in love with in the beginning, who ultimately murders her, is not a husband or a father. So he has to create this narrative of this good Christian man, da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, even in that, even if he was a husband and a father, he's still fucking around on his wife. Why are we still not putting any blame on him? But this is not just some crazy pastor in Indiana going off. This is a symbol of how we treat violence against women in this country. And it is a symbol of how women are assassinated. Their characters are assassinated, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault, etc. And that is a very, very pervasive line of thought. And in the most recent clip that I watched of Micah, he is quoting word for word pieces of a speech that Pete Hegseth gave. So this is pervasive, coordinated. This is a coordinated effort. Beckwith is also vehemently running Trump's revenge campaign here in Indiana to try to primary the senators who rebuked him and didn't vote for redistricting. So this is a coordinated effort in some fashion between the federal administration and Micah Beckwith, he's the black sheep of Indiana Republicans. He very proudly says that. He very proudly says he ran for lieutenant governor and kind of overthrew the convention, as we were just talking about, because he said, I'm a check on Indiana. I'm the conservative backstop, because Indiana, he didn't think it was conservative enough.
Well, anybody who thought Corinne wasn't going to bring it hard in season 18 was sadly mistaken.
That's
awesome.
So
thank you for bringing the fire today and waking me and Mayor Tom up.
The fastest 10 minutes of
right.
the week.
It's like a race. Here she is.
It is.
Ready, go. All right.
So you're back on Tuesdays, right, Corinne?
That's right, sir. I can't wait.
You. Thanks
Looking
for coming
forward
back.
to it. Thanks,
Great
guys. Happy season 18. And oh my gosh, Lindsey. I put a note in our little note there to Lindsey, but I definitely cried when I saw that picture.
Thank you, sweetie.
So my goodness, I'm so happy for her. I hope she's doing well. So congratulations.
Little Ezra Bear.
Oh, little Ezra. That's so cute. Okay.
Thanks, Corinne. It's good to see you.
Corinne.
See you next week,
guys.
Awesome. See you.
Bye.
Bye. It's awesome.
Man.
If it seems like if we're a little faster than normal, it's good news that Corinne has a gig that competes with us. So, we have to make sure we get her on and off by a certain point.
And we did a good job, by the way. I was looked down at the time, and we were supposed to start at 5 of with Corinne, and we were right on time.
We're not used to hitting marks like that.
We definitely are not.
So definitely not. It's great. Congrats on your new gig, Corinne. Thanks for coming back on.
That's Straight Talk with Corinne Straight every Tuesday right here on Lockpod.
It's like we hit it and just start running.
Let's go. I know. I always feel like it's like, whoa.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go ahead and do some ads. We come back. We're going to talk about Indiana Senate candidate arrested while canvassing in Fishers for drugs.
And we got a Bears update from the mayor.
We're going to have a Bears update from the mayor.
Everyone's ready for that.
Oh, everybody loves a good Bears update. And
we got some very fun other clips if we get to them.
As usual, our normal Lockpod
I still got one from the Cubs game I want to play.
By the way, we appreciate you guys coming back. We love our fans. Love meeting you in the public. If you see us out in public, please come up. We got to figure out
a Lockpod fan in Tampa.
Yeah, we did see a Lockpod.
One of Ethan's friends. I'm sitting with him having a beer, and he's like, I watch Lockpod. I just want you to know I watch Lockpod.
Isn't that cool?
He's like, I thought Mayor Tom was going to be with you. I was like, no, man.
God, dude. See, I love that. So, because honestly, sometimes we're in here we think we're just talking to ourselves. So, if you come up and give us a nanu or something like that, that's all you have to say. Just, hey, Mayor, nanu. And I'll be like, my man, right?
I'm a Lockpodder.
We got to figure out something, right? There's got to be some type of... Right? Nanu. I mean,
I don't know. That's
Robin
Morgan
Williams
Mindy.
Isn't sue
He's
us.
Dead.
Okay, that was like, John, do you even know what Nanu is?
No.
Thank you.
This is the problem.
That's what I'm saying. We could totally seize that saying.
It makes us look old.
Yeah, we are old. So, John, you don't know it, right?
I don't. I think of Xanadu.
Thank you.
You don't know this?
Nanu. You just come up and Nanu.
Tom and I do it like naturally.
Mork and Mindy. Dude,
this
is
That's
like
Star
this.
Trek?
That's
Mork and Mindy.
Oh, okay.
Yes, see?
It's like 1978
Just
or
come
something.
up. Hey there, yeah. Nanu. I'll be like, doom,
not
my
do
man.
that.
Yes,
Do
do
not.
that. I love it. That's a perfect introduction. Nobody knows what Mork and Mindy is
You
anymore.
can do it to Mayor Tom. For me, just come up and see you like Lockpod.
Yeah, come up and give
Right.
Kevin a ball tap.
Oh, no, don't do that either.
All right, just Nanu me. Don't do the ball tap. So. All right, let's go do some ads.
I
When we
missed
come
this.
back, we will talk some Bears, talk some fun, hang out for another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So,
Please.
all right, let's go. 219 Development and Bauer Construction. Thank you very much. A longtime friend of the show, fans of the show, and premier studio sponsor who we appreciate.
Nanu.
Nanu to 219 Development and Bauer Construction. This powerhouse duo represents two outstanding companies deeply invested in building and supporting our hometowns. 219 Development and Bauer Construction. 219 Development is focused on smart, responsible redevelopment across Northwest Indiana, and Bauer Construction is the boots on the ground team that brings those visions to life. They aren't just builders, they're community partners. If you want to build something meaningful in the region or wherever your vision takes you, start with 219 Development and then head over to Bauer Construction. Reach them at 219-268-8484 or email Jack at jrfarino@219dev.com.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning with a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on. They're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com or for tailored assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to our good friend Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 40-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
The branding room floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. The branding room floor is Northwest Indiana's best full-time, full-service marketing agency, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market. From website development, digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the branding room floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? If so, give Johnny Law, Cantrell, and Kristen Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with somebody who's in the court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife Kristen make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
They're back. The Bug Guys. I wish I could have like the beat in the background on this.
Guess
Ron.
who's back? Back again. Bug Guys are back. Tell a friend.
I love that.
Nice.
Guess who's
You
back?
did that great.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Oh, look
Guess
at-
who's back?
This is what they pay for.
Yep.
The Bug Guys Pest Control, #1 in the streets and #1 in your hearts. Having insect or rodent issues, ants, spiders, bees, mice, or more, call the Bug Guys Pest Control. No contracts, no hassles, just results. Call 219-810-7481 or find them on Facebook at The Bug Guys Pest Control. Tell the pests we're on the way.
I got Marissa good the other day. So Marissa is like hates ants. Like ants don't bug me, right? If you have a couple ants,
They're annoying.
Yeah,
I'm
but
very
like-
annoyed by them.
But like with Marissa, they're like it's probably the equivalent of what like a lot of people would think of a cockroach. Like for
Oh.
ants, for me, I'm just like bing, smash them. Who
Yes.
cares, right?
Yes.
A couple ants, right?
Sure.
So we've had our RV stored for like all winter.
Winter, yeah.
And I went in the other day for the first time all winter. And I got in there. It's hard to get in there because we have barely any room. And I get in there and I call Marissa. I'm like, Marissa, like, there's ants all over the inside of this RV. And she's like, no! It was like,
Sell it.
Yeah, there wasn't one ant in there. It was classic. That's just me. Wisconsin.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do like a lock pot on the road with the RV trip?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Let's go.
We'll do a stream.
Got to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Lockpod's got to pay though.
That's a great idea.
That shit ain't free.
Yeah. Next thing you know, we're paying for the gas.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They got
insurance for the month.
Yeah, they got some dude that comes and cleans it all out daily.
That would be fun because a lot of people do these like streams, like
RV streams
on the road. Yeah,
Let's
do
go.
that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Love that idea.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
All right.
All right, good.
Cool.
See what's happening in season 18?
Yeah, man. We're doing shit.
I love it.
All right.
People
so,
are getting busted.
So, like, every once in a while, you roll across a story that you just know as soon as you read it. That's a lockpodder. That's a lockpod story right
That
there.
happens.
This is one of them. You you intersect campaigning with arrests for drugs. Lockpod, right?
You intersect campaigning with cocaine.
Cocaine campaigning equals lockpod.
Yeah.
So here we go. We have Indiana State Senate candidate arrested on drug charge while canvassing.
The best part is while canvassing. That was my favorite part of this.
Dude, if you're going to knock on doors, you got to get high, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So this is almost too hard to believe to be real. A Democratic candidate for Indiana State Senate, Andrew Dzelin?
Sure. Dzelin.
Was out in Fishers, knocking on doors, doing the whole campaign grind, and ends the night getting arrested. Police get a call about somebody going door to door. The Fishers Police Department shows up, find him in his car, and start asking questions.
What's wrong with going door to door?
I agree.
Who cares?
I know, right?
What is this, like a gated community or something?
I don't know. And according to the affidavit, the guy's in the car acting nervous. Fucking a cop is knocking on your window and you're just canvassing. Yeah, it makes me nervous.
Where's the probable cause?
Sweating, talking fast. What they say are signs of being under the influence. You're fucking sweating because I just got done knocking on 500 doors, right?
Yeah, it's like, what's your crime? Being a Democrat. Right?
So probably, by the way. So the cops ask for ID. The Dzelin allegedly tries to leave, resists, gets pulled out of the car and taken to the ground. And then here's the problem. Police say they find a small bag of white powder that tests positive for cocaine. So now, just days before a competitive primary, he's facing drug possession and resisting law enforcement charges. And here's the kicker. This is the part you can't make up, okay? Right around the time all this is happening, he scheduled a campaign post to go up on Facebook. Like, you know how you could schedule him to go up at a certain time?
Yeah.
No.
I'd never do that, right? But this guy is like, okay, at 8:15 tonight, I want you to post this, right?
Right.
So this is what it says.
No.
This is fucking horrible. Cutting turf and pounding pavement until they tell me to stop. Got a new bag of tricks with me for this last stretch.
Yikes.
What?
It said that, dude. He's got a new bag of tricks for the last stretch, and he gets caught with a bag of cocaine.
Inconvenient. Not that it would have mattered at that point, probably. I mean, I would love to get Johnny Law's take on this. It seems...
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, like,
I would love
obviously, I'd like to see the probable cause
Johnny Law's
affidavit.
mind works differently than ours.
Yeah, probable cause affidavit's key in this. I'd like to see how he resisted and tried to leave and like.
Why do you get like?
Where's the probable cause for
So
that,
if I'm knocking
by the
on
way?
doors in a neighborhood and a cop could just walk up to I've got campaign material all over me. Obviously, I got my button on, right?
What are you doing? I'm campaigning.
Canvassing. I'm exercising my First Amendment right, asshole. Right? Why are you knocking on my fucking window? Really? That should be the question. Like, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
I got all
I'm
this campaign
campaigning.
literature. I got these buttons on. Obviously sweating because I was knocking on doors. Well, maybe he was sweating because he was high on coke, but still.
What about that 8-ball in your pocket?
Yeah. Oh God, dude.
Maybe it fell out. Maybe it's in plain view. See, we don't know these things. We'd have to.
We got to pull the probable cause up.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look. So
let's get on that. So anyway, sorry to that guy.
Yeah, that's too bad.
yeah, it's a bummer.
that
That's
sucks,
not going to
dude.
help the campaign.
I don't know. Maybe there's a couple people might be motivated to vote for him, but I think most people probably wouldn't.
District 31.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught with cocaine while you're canvassing.
Not 5 days prior to the election.
Or just in general.
Or general.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't get caught with cocaine in period.
It's
Yeah.
a good look.
In general.
It's a good look no matter what.
Yeah, just stay away
I mean,
from the
I'm
coke.
sorry, it's not a good look. No
Stay
matter
away
what.
from the coke, Andrew. Right? That's no good. So
All right,
anyway, I'm not
that
sure
was
if
something.
I think he's going to be all right.
I'm not sure if he's going to make it, but we'll see. We're going to follow Andrew Dzelin of Fishers.
Is he
to
still
see-
running?
Yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah.
on the ballot. You
What
can't
the
pick him
hell?
off at this point.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, man. That ship has sailed. He is
Yeah.
on the ballot.
He is on the ballot.
There's this little thing going on in and around Hammond and Chicagoland called the Bears need to make a decision on where they're going.
Yeah.
And the mayor, the gentleman sitting right across from me is right smack dab in the middle of it, at least from what we can and can't say. But go ahead. This is over the last couple, I don't know, 6-8 weeks. There's been some exciting stuff going on in and around town.
What's this, man?
Look at that.
As the Lost Marsh.
Look how official you look in that picture, by the way. This is like
I know.
This is like
I was sucking in my gut.
Official time.
Like, yeah. No, because we knew there was a reporter at the
that.
bottom of the staircase. That's me. It's Kevin Warren right next to me.
At the Lost Marsh.
At the Lost Marsh. Behind me is the Bears chief legal officer. Right next to her is a guy named Nor Davis, who is an NFL football player. He also works for the Bears. I think he works for Kevin. And then right behind him is the lady that's in charge of the financing. I forgot her name. She's the chief finance officer for the Bears. That's just a few of the, 30 plus people.
Nice sport coat, by the way.
And this was a meeting at Lost Marsh. This got leaked. This was like top secret, right?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
but you know what, though? So George McCaskey was there. So, like,
yeah. It was like the owner of the Bears was there.
Yeah.
And he was like eating lunch on the patio.
Dude, without a care in the world that anybody would see him. Because, like, we were told this meeting is top secret. So tell us it's top secret. It's top secret. We're not saying shit. Okay. My whole team. There's no way my team leaked this. There's no way.
You wouldn't want Mayor Tom on you for leaking a meeting that was top secret, right?
You get fired for stuff like that, right?
Right.
Especially on an $8 billion deal. You can't mess around with this deal.
No,
right?
and especially where we're the local player, right? And the state and the Bears are.
You tell us this is a top secret meeting. We ain't saying anything. Yep. And I know for a fact the state didn't leak it. There's no way.
No,
okay?
not knowing the folks that we know from the state that were involved. They're not leaking it.
Okay, so Dan Carden found out somehow. Dan Carden's a great reporter, okay? And I love Dan. I'm a fan. I read his stuff all the time. I know he might even be listening right now. I think he's a fan of the show as well. And he's a great reporter. He's been a reporter basically my entire career. He works for the Northwest Indiana Times, covers all the big stories. This is a big story. So we're up there. This is a 5-hour meeting, okay? And I start getting texted from Dan. And he's like, hey, is it true that the entire Bears leadership team is at the Lost Marsh right now?
And you're like,
and
I'm not answering.
Like, how the hell did Dan find out about this, right?
So,
I'm like looking around the room like, what the,
Yeah, I got a theory.
I have a theory, too.
But my theory, okay. What's your theory?
Well, I want to hear yours. And
my theory is, well, first off, so we're all in secret mode.
Yeah.
Okay? And George McCaskey didn't seem like
he was in secret mode.
He didn't really care if people saw him. Because, like, if we're in secret mode and we go up to the big conference room where we were, there's plenty. Yeah. We have all the food. We have bathrooms. We have everything. You don't have to walk around, right?
There was
You're
security.
Contained. Security. We had cops everywhere.
Bear security.
Right? Bear security, Hammond security.
Yeah. State
so,
security.
like, nobody was getting in there, right?
No.
So we were sitting there, and it was a 5-hour meeting. And during one of the breaks, Mr. McCaskey, was like, hey, I want to check this place out.
Who can go wherever he wants to go.
Of course.
Him,
right. But we're all in secret mode, but he's the boss, right?
Right.
So he's like, hey, man, I'm going to go check out the golf course. So we're like, okay. George McCaskey walking around Lost Marsh. People aren't going to notice it.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's open
people
to the
know
public.
this.
People are golfing.
People were golfing, dude.
80% Illinois residents golf
That's
there,
what
right?
I think. That's how I think it got
I
out.
agree with you, John.
I agree with you, John. 5-hour meeting. And then, anyway, Mr. McCaskey goes out to the putting green on a phone call, and he's sitting on the putting green, just like talking on the phone, right? And a fucking 100 golfers like, dude, that's the Bears owner, like, at the Lost Marsh right now.
So I got a report from somebody at the Marsh that works there that said when Mr. McCaskey walked down, and he, by the way, such a nice guy.
Awesome.
Like when you meet him, he was like, "Please just call me George."
He's so
he's
cool.
so down.
By
to
the
earth.
way, I didn't mean to interrupt you. He referees baseball and basketball.
He's an umpire, and
this
soccer.
Guy, they give him like $50 at the end of the game. He's a billionaire, right? That's what he does in his spare time. He's just a great
very
guy.
nice guy.
Wow. I'm a huge fan of his.
Me too. And so I heard he went down to like the pro shop and
just
he's
like
down
walking around
on a break, right? And then there were golfers that, obviously if you're golfing, you're usually athletic, you're sports oriented, whatever, right? They're like, go Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And then so like I heard that like sometime during the meeting, it got reported on the score there was a meeting going on.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so it was during the meeting. So they called up and said, George
somebody
McCaskey.
called. Yeah.
That's my theory too, Kevin.
Like it got leaked.
And I'm
like
not trying. God bless Mr. McCaskey.
Oh,
he can do whatever he wants, right?
We're
but
just
like
doing
all I know
our
is
part.
we're like in at the third hour of a 5-hour meeting. I start getting texts from the press. So we're in the meeting. We're like, hey, the press knows we're up here. And everybody's like, how did that happen? I'm like, and everybody's just looking around like, I have no idea. They're not supposed to fucking know this, right?
I was sweating. No, I wasn't. But
it
wasn't me.
You were a little bit.
So this is the crazy part. So like now the meeting, 2 hours later, the meeting, and from what I understand, sports radio is talking about the fact we're in there. It's basically all the reporters are like texting me and wondering what's going on. And then the Hammond police comes up to me and they're like, Mayor, there's a reporter at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, do you know who it is? And they didn't know. It turns out it was Dan Carton, okay?
Local.
Good, like I said, good reporter, doing his job. He went to the Lost Marsh, sat downstairs, and he was like, I'm just going to wait here and see if they walk right by me, right? So I go up to the Bears, and I'm like, dude, there's a reporter right at the bottom of the stairs. Like, we go down these stairs, they're going to be taking pictures, right? So I was like, we have other exits out of this building. We don't need to take the staircase, right? And Kevin Warren's like, nope. I came in the front door. I'm going down the front door. I'm
Okay.
like, all right.
You're the boss.
I walked right next to him. We walked right downstairs, and sure as hell, there's Dan Carton at the bottom just snapping pictures like crazy.
Got a great picture.
Yeah. That's the
I
story.
think they at that point they'd figured, okay, Mr. McCaskey had gone, walked around, and got out to the press. They're like, let's go. So interesting.
That's my theory too.
Yeah,
and God bless. I mean, like, we're the ones under NDA. George McCaskey's not under it. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He's the boss of the team, right? I'm the one that has to sign the NDA. We're the ones that have to maintain secrecy.
So that was interesting. But I think and the mayor went on NBC5. By the way, I thought you did a great job of the interview. I thought it was really cool that it was out at the Marsh. So there's a really good background kind of going on in this, and
yeah, I did the Phil Taylon pose. That was where Phil Taylon was doing the mayor pose. So I did the same thing.
You did the Phil Taylon.
How much of this you want me to play?
I don't know.
I just maybe a little bit, just the first part.
All right, here we go.
All right, Mayor McDermott, thanks for talking to me today. We're standing on Lost Marsh Golf Course. When you look at Wolf Lake and the site behind you, what do you see?
It's Hammond's green space. 350 acres up here. It's really pristine. I made it a point when I first took over as mayor to acquire a lot of this entire area. This actually, back when I first took over, was a lot of industrial land, a lot of just brown space. And we took it over the years and just turned it green. And had we not made that decision, we wouldn't even be having this conversation about the Bears right now.
Do you see a stadium when you look at that area?
I look at this area and I see a stadium, and I see what we've been calling Bearsville, which is sort of like you see around Wrigley Field. It's just an area of town that's devoted to the Bears and all about the Bears, restaurants, hotels. Yeah, absolutely. I see the whole vision.
So a week ago today, you were standing here with Kevin Warren and George McCaskey, right?
Absolutely, right in that room.
What did you talk to them about?
I can't really get into details, but I mean, anytime you're going to take on a project of this magnitude, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of items that need to be checked off, and we're literally going through what we're calling the due diligence. It's a very complicated deal if we're going to make this happen.
Are you optimistic when you talk to them?
I'm optimistic, but I'm also nervous. Okay, because we're fighting nostalgia. First off, I don't think business-wise that Illinois can compete with Indiana, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful by saying that, but that's just a fact. So I feel like we're competing against nostalgia. Even the Bears fight song is the pride and joy of Illinois. I mean, we're going to have to change the fight song So that's what I'm nervous about, is the nostalgic factor. And that's really, if the Bears do stay in Illinois, it's not because Indiana didn't make a good offer. It's because of nostalgic purposes, in my opinion. That's I like that line. It's the truth too. Mm-hmm. It's the Bears. Governor Pritzker, I know you're making fun of Hammond today. Did you guys see that?
No.
Yeah, he's making fun of Hammond.
Come on, Gov.
He's a piece of crap.
Wow.
Governor that's broke his state. Now he's making fun of my city. Like, you're a disgrace.
I'm not an anti-JB
I sound like
guy
Trump.
either. But
you're a disgrace.
Don't take on my hometown.
Yeah, he's talking shit about us.
I don't like that, dude. And I've always been a JB fan.
I was
don't mind
too.
him.
I was until he started talking shit about our city.
Stop it.
But JB, I want to break it to you. If the Bears stay in Illinois, it's not because your state.
Not because of you.
It's not because of you. It's not because your state made a better deal. It's only because of nostalgia. Like the pride and joy of Illinois, the fight song. That's the only reason that the Bears would stay in your broke-ass state. And that's a fact. I mean, Illinois is flat broke. They can't afford the Bears. If they do this mega projects bill in Illinois and they pass it, they're going to pass it on the backs of the taxpayers of Illinois. Let's just be honest. Indiana, we could afford this, right? Illinois cannot afford this. If they end up doing this, Illinois residents, they're doing it on your backs. Your taxes are going up because they have no money left.
I think that's the very interesting thing about the debate over there that I've been following in Illinois is they're getting a lot of pressure from groups like the Chicago Teachers Union, like other interested groups that are saying, why are we spending all this money? And it's not an easy decision for the folks over in Illinois because they do have significant financial pressure on their budget, on their deficit, whereas Indiana's in the black.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the facts.
It's a fact. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Illinois until JB starts talking crap about Hammond. Hammond's about to steal your football team, Governor, okay? So you want to talk crap about our city. The only reason you're talking about us right now is because you know this is a real offer, and the Bears are really considering this, and you're threatened by it, because if the Bears come to Hammond, Governor Pritzker, it's going to make you look horrible as a governor. It's going to impact your presidential race. You have no chance if you lose the Bears. That's what the governor knows, and he knows this is likely to happen unless he intervenes and puts it on the back of Illinois residents.
He has to go in his own pocket, maybe. He's got the money.
Maybe he should. Maybe he should.
Some Hyatt money, man. We're going to put it out there.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Did you see the
thank
Hammond
you
Bears
for the
hat?
update.
I was at the Hammond.
Oh, yeah. I took the photo of this.
I was at the Hammond Optimist the other day, and
Check
they were putting these Hammond Bears hats out all over the place right now. Oh, they look so cool.
I
Hammond is bigger than the Bears, but
Awesome.
I'm sending one of these to Matt out in L.A.
Are you? I
Yeah.
got one in my office.
Yeah, those are cool.
Very cool. So thanks to the Hammond Optimist for a good idea. I'm not sure if it's a trademark violation, but hey, you're a not-for-profit.
I don't think so.
You know, I agree.
You know,
maybe it's a trademark viation for Hammond. How about that?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe the mayor's coming after him after the Optimist.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a great update. We're going to play a song that a fan, a Lockpod Nanu fan, apparently.
Nanu fan.
I
Yeah.
cannot say that anymore.
On the way out, we'll play.
On the way out, we're gonna play it. So
we have
it's a
people
song,
making songs for us. It makes me happy that like people are so into this. It makes me nervous, quite frankly, because we're working so hard on it. But we're going to be talking about this through season 18. This thing ain't going to resolve itself for at least another month. So
keep listening.
But hopefully in season 18, we land the Bears in Hammond, Indiana, and this Lockpod's going to be the place to hear all the latest
all the
developments.
interviews.
If you want to hear what's going on, you think I'm not
Caleb Williams on Lockpod.
Would you rather have it? I would rather have the latest developments happen on Lockpod personally than going on. So if you want to hear the latest developments, listen to Lockpod season 18.
By the way, I like the fact that the Bears drafted a kid from Indiana, from Westfield.
Yeah.
Played at Purdue.
Oh yeah. I know he played at Purdue.
Westfield.
I didn't know.
His brothers played at Purdue.
No
He played at Purdue. Then he went to Oregon, and now he's on the Bears.
Yeah, man. And he looks
safety. Looks a badass.
Great. Yeah.
Couple real funny clips before we sign off today. This one was great. This was at the Cubs game that we attended.
Oh God. We did not. We were on the other side of the field.
Yeah, and we were like, "What's all the commotion down there? What's going on down there?"
This is brutal.
And then after we left, it was like just all this like commotion going on the right field line. And then after we left and we got home, Ethan found this on Instagram and sent it around. It is crazy. If you can't,
so we're gonna explain. So we have Matt Shaw up to bat for the Cubs. He's gonna hit a foul ball off into the first base stands, where there's, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, there's a very, very overweight fella that attempts to make the play. He wants to catch the foul ball, right? And then as he goes for the foul ball, his pants get ripped down to his ankles, exposing his full ass to the TV cameras. And then he tries to catch the ball, and he falls on the ground with his ass like full view of all the TV cameras. Full moon, dude. Full moon in Tampa Stadium.
The John Boy Media posted this, and it says, "Didn't expect to see a full moon in a dome."
So here we go.
This is it. If you're watching, enjoy.
So there's the foul ball. No, this is
fly ball down the right side, and it'll twist off foul.
There goes the pants.
Now, everybody okay down there?
They both go silent.
For like 2 pitches, by the way.
They were laughing their asses off.
They're on mute.
Yeah.
So this is the crazy thing about that, right? Like, number one, I don't think that guy should have had a glove. Number two, he at that age, he's not like a young kid.
Sure, you just sit there and enjoy the game.
Sit there and enjoy the game, and then he goes for the ball. It bounces like 3 times like a pinball, and he's bouncing around. And then number 3,
wear pants.
Wear pants that you got tied
have a
well,
fucking
fella.
belt on, bud. Come
Yeah,
on,
man.
dude. You got like sweats on.
Have
They
some
just get,
respect.
Dude, these sweats just came down.
They were below his knees.
They went down to his
There it is.
freaking
Look at-
ankle.
Oh, come
Full
on, man.
ass.
And then the guys behind him just put their hands up. I see him like, oh, my God.
Like they're all
The
throwing
humanity.
They're throwing their hot dogs, everything on the ground. Like, I'm done.
It was so funny, though, because there was so much action down there, and we couldn't figure out what was going on.
We were on the third base side, thank you.
Yes.
So we did not realize this was happening.
Cubs side.
So,
all right, that's good. This was another one.
You know, there's
Where's
certain
his
stories
underwear? That's what I want to know.
Another
Dude,
great
he's
question,
free-balling.
John.
Yeah, don't free ball.
Free-ball,
You don't free
not
ball at
tied.
a baseball game.
Free balling with sweats on should be
Yes.
illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because shit like this can happen if you're free balling with sweats on. You gotta fucking have underwear.
There's the title of the show. Don't free ball with sweats. Free balling with sweats should be illegal. That's
Free
the title.
balling with sweats equals illegal.
Just for that reason alone.
Yes,
Wow.
like things like this could happen.
And untied. Like how's it not tied?
Anybody. It doesn't even have to do with your weight. If you're free balling, you can not have sweats on. It's just a standard law in America from now on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a man law.
I'm going to talk to my state rep about this.
The free balling.
Yeah.
The free balling bill.
Right. The free balling.
Anti-free balling bill.
Anti-free balling. All right.
This was goes back to Easter time, but this was a great little video of Donald Trump, which I thought was just hilarious. So this is our president at the annual, Easter egg probably event out at the White House on the lawn. And he's sitting with a group of, I don't know, there's no kid
like
older
2 and
than
3
8,
olds.
right? At the most.
Their
probably.
one kid at the top is probably like 5.
Yeah.
Right?
And
they're like 3, 4, and 5-year-old kids.
And they're giving him pieces of paper to him to sign. And he goes, here, and like, you'll hear it, but I'm going to paraphrase here. First he says, I'll sign it for you. You can sell it for $25,000. Then he says, then he starts going into Biden. And how Biden would never have been able to sign this because he used an autopen. And they're like, what?
Like, what's little kids? He's like, Biden couldn't do this, what I'm doing now. It's like these kids can't vote for 15 years.
This is awesome.
All right.
Oh, that's nice. I think I can sign this. That way I say, I do it. Look, I do it. Look what I did, everybody. Now, Biden would use the autopen. He'd have an autopen follow. Joe Biden. He didn't sign. He was incapable of signing. He said, so they'd follow him around with this big machine. You know what it was called? An autopen. And he'd have the autopen sign for it. He'd take the paper, hand it to his guys, sign it with an autopen, get it back. Not too good, right?
Dude, what? Crazy.
That's so messed up.
Everyone's looking at him like the kids are looking at him like, what are you talking about? We're just here to draw a picture of the White House.
The crazy old man.
We're just here to color it with crayons.
What the hell?
Oh. So we'll get into that later. All right, you want to do an outro?
It's good to be back, everybody. On Friday's show, we're going to have Jason Gore, Lake County candidate for sheriff, and Scott Miller, Lake County candidate for Lake County Council, on the final show before Election Day. Give us our final pitches. For those of you, it's going to be an interesting time, and it's going to be a great show. So make sure to tune in on Friday. And, we have people send us things all the time. They want us to play things. They want us to wear things. We appreciate it, okay? This was a Bears song that somebody made, probably with AI, but they sent it to us, and it sounds good enough to run on the show. So we want to say thank you. This is a friend of my brother, Brett. Sent it to Brett. Brett sent it to me. I missed the name. Apologize to the Lockpod fan, but we appreciate you thinking about us in Hammond. We appreciate your excitement about the Bears possibly coming to our city, and we're playing your Bears song on the way out today.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna, and also there's a great little photo of our family dog Nellie, who passed away over break. She was 13, golden retriever, probably the sweetest dog in the world, at least according to my family. And I know the boys miss her. And this is
how old was she, Kev?
She was 13, and that's about right age for a golden to pass away. So
that's what labs get to. Also,
yeah, I know
Lucy's 13.
Lucy's right there. I know
she's got bumps. She's deaf.
Yep, yep. So we lost Nellie during break, but we love her, and this is a great little picture of her. So thanks for putting her on. Thank you.
It's tough losing a dog.
Those are tough.
Yeah, anyway, thanks everybody for coming back. We miss you all. I'm glad we're back. We're going to be back on Friday with a great show, and we're going to outro today while we're looking at Nellie with a great song about the Chicago Bears possibly moving to Hammond. Thanks everybody for listening to Lockpod. Thanks to Jay Vez. Great job today. Thanks for coordinating with Corinne. Corinne, it's great to see you back. Jill's going to be back on Friday also. Looking forward to Jill coming back. Thank you again, Kevin. It's great to see you. We're all going to miss Nellie, and thanks for listening to Lockpod, everybody. We appreciate you. Season 18, Episode 1's in the books, and Lockpod is out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome home! Welcome Bears, yeah, it's been a while. We're calling you back Northwest Indiana style, right off the lake where the water shines. Hard hats That's honest work built on these lines. Chicago politics made you the villain, but over here we're more than willing. Strong shoulders up, open arms wide. This is a place you can wear with pride. From the past to the present, feel it in the air. This ain't just a move, it's open for business here. Welcome home, where the pride runs deep, where the nights get loud and the fans don't sleep. We roll out the red, we're all in now. Northwest Indiana, we'll show you how. Welcome home, hear the whole crowd say, we got your back every single play. From the lakefront beach to the fans cheering sound. This is your city now. Touch it down. Hey. Woo. Touch it down. We remember Papa Bear, those all-star days. 1919 set the world ablaze. That history lives in every street, every chant, every drum, every stomping beat. We brought the train, yeah, we cleared the land. Got a dome rising with the master plan. Super Bowl dreams under Midwest skies. Yeah, we built it big, yeah, we built it wise. Mayor McDermott stood on that line, said we're open for business, this is our time. Downstate backed it, door swung wide. Now the whole damn region's on our side. Welcome home, where the work runs deep, where the nights get loud and the fans don't sleep. We roll out the red, we're all in now. Northwest Indiana, we'll show you how. Welcome home, hear the whole crowd say, we got your back every single play. From the lakefront beach to the fans cheering sound. This is